like, because we're not facing it.
Okay.
Alright. So, essentially, fun fact is, I had...
Fun fact.
Fun fact of this horrible night. My friend and her boyfriend were in the area. So, my friend's boyfriend went to go check if it was actually the guy from the profile. That checked out. I went over there. Things were fine for the first 30 minutes. Then the topic of first kisses came out of nowhere. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I'm going to shake this off. These questions are going to be asked. What made things worse, I mean, initially he gave me a kiss, which wasn't the issue.
Wait, he kissed you?
Yeah.
Ew.
That, see,
But
like...
was he good, though?
I mean, yeah, sure. But just the connection wasn't there, which was one first big sign that things were going to go shitty. Also, another fun fact, the sign was two tweakers came up to me and my friend.
The first mistake is talking about your exes, Allie.
It's not even an ex if I went on a date
No,
with you.
talking about your exes on the date with the guy. You're talking about your first kisses. That's the first
He
mistake.
asked me if I ever had a first kiss in a pizza place. That's that's what I meant by topic.
That's slick.
So
Smooth.
I was like, okay, slick. And then what happened was he still had that kiss face, and I went back. And then what happened was he got he had this frustration on his face, like he was upset. And I was like, okay. And then what happened was, more on top of that, was shortly after that, I'm like, I'm gonna shake this off. I'm like, ha ha ha. That's, I kind of jokingly shook it off a little bit, because I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be an ass about it, but I'm not gonna ignore something. I was like, okay, maybe he's like wanting to keep kissing and whatever. But someone I had just met, I'd been dating over on the internet, so I didn't feel comfortable with what happened. And what happened after that was like a few, like, it's...
Wait, he has your channel.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, what if he finds this and he's like, that's not how it
Then,
went?
he should have probably done things a little bit differently. Anyways.
And then he makes a video exposing you, and then you guys can tease.
There's nothing he can expose,
What'd you tell him?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm married with 5 children.
Alright, so anyways, what happened was, I don't know, he just seemed like, are you going to make me wait? Because I want a physical relationship as quickly as possible. I'm like, okay, well, dude, things in the past, and, just my thing is not that. Okay, I'm not that kind of person that does those kind of things,
Like, it's into a relationship once?
Yeah, and he just got super upset, and then just everything changed.
Damn.
After that. And of course, full disclosure right now, I'm not upset with my friend at all. I understand things happen. That's not the thing. I texted my friend a 911 to help get me out of there. But, I had myself set up. I had a backup plan just in case that didn't work, because you got to cover your bases in situations like this, be able to give yourself an exit. And fun
You should have
fact...
said your hamster died, so you had to go home and save it.
No, I said I had to go pick up my brother.
Oh.
And that my brother was ready. But that was
Kind of
not right away. That was not right away. What happened was a walk. He wanted to go on a walk. I said a walk just so I can get myself outside so I can be able to get to my car. But then he started walking, and he had my hand, and I'm just like, I felt like this fear, but it was like a fear that I need to get myself out of there, but not the fear like I don't know what I'm doing, that I'm gonna crawl into a hole fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta get myself out of this, Because it felt like I'd already been dating the dude for months, and that we were arguing back and forth.
Damn.
So it was like that's what happened. That whole conversation during that walk just felt like a couple's argument. And I was like, this smells toxic to me. I was like, this smells like... Yeah, and it was just like, it just screamed toxic relationship. So I was like,
no.
And the fact that he was getting so mad because he had asked to make out in my car and make out in his car, and I was like, no, and that's where he got more upset. And the discussion of those things came up, and I was like, okay. So then he pulled me into this one area when we were close to my car, and that's when I was like, I gotta get myself out of here right now. And so I did. I pulled my phone out, and he got mad, and it was like, why are you pulling your phone out like a what are you doing? And I was like, checking message from my brother, because I'm supposed to get him, like I told you. And he said, what did he say? And I said, he said he's ready. and then I have to go get him. And then I walked to my car, and obviously I went to my best friends, and I spoke to them and told them everything, and kind of rented to them, because ironically enough, I put myself in an area where they lived, so that in case of emergency or in case I needed to go somewhere, and I felt like the person was following me, I could go somewhere with them and not worry about that type of thing, you know? So after that, you know, I deleted the profile on that specific site that I was on.
Go to Tinder.
Tinder's basically for hookups.
No,
People use that for hookups.
Someone got married from Tinder.
Good for them. There's a rare case. Like my friend on that one site that I actually went on and met this dude. You know, she got lucky. She looked out. Me, not so much in this app. So then I deleted it, and people just walked by. Sorry.
Can I join?
I deleted it.
Okay,
and,
my shoe is freezing. Like, I've been shaking for the last 5
put
minutes.
on body heat. Sorry, random. So I deleted my profile. I deleted him off of my Facebook because I needed to confirm that it was actually dude. And, you know, there's stages that I did, you know, to protect myself. I ask questions, but sometimes there are those people who slip through the cracks.
Oh, yeah, like they lie.
And they lie, and, you know, and you can't catch them until you meet them in person, you know, to transfer everything. I still have
His
fun
number.
fact. No, I still have his number.
Fact.
No,
Fun
because I was
fact.
going somewhere else with it. Yes, I do
Fun
still have his
fact.
number. You know,
Isn't
and
he the guy from Escondido that makes the podcast?
no, different one.
Okay, thank God I was
That's
like...
the nice one who I still talk to. Anyways,
Okay, yes, get with him. And then make money off of him.
we can ixnay that part out. Anyways, I still have his number for the purpose of the fact if he tries to contact me again, and I know it's him, and he can't claim to be somebody else. And also, I believe I blocked it, so I don't even think he can really talk to me anyways. I deleted him off of social media, and essentially, I did it essentially the day the date was, so,
That went wrong.
that went wrong quick and big, and the guy that I am supposed to, the weekend after next, I hope it's not the same day that we're planning to go to LA. I'm pretty sure it's a Sunday after.
Yeah. Wait, we're going this Saturday, right?
Saturday.
Okay.
I had to have a conversation with him about this now.
Why is it so
the sad part.
cold?
I don't know. I had to have a conversation about him about it, telling him, like, I don't care how far you drive. I don't care how much you pay for dinner. I don't care about all these things.
Aww.
This will never be an issue. I will never have this happen again. Because it's discouraging in the sense of, like, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like I didn't handle myself. I didn't feel like I was afraid, you know, which ladies out there, never be afraid of those situations. You can get yourself out of it no matter what. You don't need men to get you out of it, because ironically, I'm just saying this, men need to have better manners in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, the men, you know, parents, you know, like, I'm 25, I'm not saying I know how to raise someone, I'm just saying instill in them that
I thought you were 26.
I turned 26 this year.
Oh.
Instill in them these things that it's not okay, and, you know, when it happens, it happens. If it's meant to happen in the relationship, it's meant to happen in the relationship. Those stages are meant to hit when both parties want them to, not when one thinks, you know. And being deprived of affection is not fair for either people in the situation of, like, parental, you know, wise. Because that was a conversation something brought up. He said he didn't really get things. He was deprived of things. And I'm like, okay, but you can't expect, like, right off the bat. And that's where the whole relationship feel came from, was because it's like, just the affection was quick and everything, and I was like, okay, well, this is not, like, okay, in a sense.
Yeah.
So that's dating story.
I don't understand. Damn, that was like, that went a lot of directions.
That was intense. The date was
Really?
intense. Like, that's why I wanted to explain that fear thing, and hopefully I got that point across. It wasn't a fear where I was in a hole and I couldn't get myself out, and, like, it was like a fear that I did it, like, I never felt before. I don't know how to explain it. It was one where, like, I was afraid, but I knew I could get myself out of this.
Yeah.
And I knew that something wasn't going to happen because I was going to let it happen. You know, and that I could defend myself in this situation. And I did. I got myself out of it without using my knife I had in my bag.
Oh, God.
I didn't have pepper spray, and that was the closest thing I had.
I should buy pepper spray, to be honest.
Yeah, I should. I feel like I really don't want to shank someone. I really don't. But, you know, if I have that on me and that's all I have on me. And
I know how to do self-defense. I found it out on the internet.
I know the base, you know, of self-defense. But
you always, like, they say, like, you know where the ear is? Like, they say, like, if you elbow someone, like, you put someone in the ear, that's the most sensitive part. Or, like, use your
there's
elbows.
a thing right here. If you get him real good, I gotta figure it out. I'm not really gonna do it. That you could kind of make them pass out and stuff like that.
Really, pressure point, yeah.
Pressure point, and then there's, of course, on guys the area, the no-no zone. You know?
The no-no
the
zone.
no-no zone.
No.
I was gonna say what it was, but then I was like, I feel like that'll age restrict things, you know, on video.
PENIS.
Let's see. Another story. This is kind of like one of my worst bullying of racism story. And this one, I'm still angry at the person. I understand, you know, sometimes you are who you are made to be from your parents. But I don't know. I hope this person is not like this anymore. But
not to throw shade. You suck.
Yeah. You know, that wasn't nice, you know. And by the way, I understood every word you said. I speak English. I'm not
really?
a stupid beaner. Okay, anyways, back to the story. In our school, you know how in schools, especially junior high schools, their sinks, you know, can be high pressure. Everybody knew this about the sinks in my school, but I guess this girl forgot that memo. I never got it. So I was washing my hands.
Stinks?
The sinks.
Oh, sinks. What about sinks?
They're high pressure, so the water comes out with more force.
Oh.
So it makes like little spots of water.
Oh yeah.
That comes up, that bounces onto your shirts and stuff. So she was coming up to wash her hands. I was washing my hands. I was coming up after her, and then it kind of, some of it I guess got on her a little bit, and so she turned at me and started screaming, "Stupid mother beaner, go back to Mexico,
What?
you stupid beaner."
Are you even like from Mexico?
I'm Mexican, but only
you're-
like a quarter.
But you're like born in
And
America.
I'm born and raised in America. So
What the hell?
meanwhile, I'm standing there and I'm in like
Shock.
8th grade. I'm in shock, man. I was like, what? And just she called me like a bunch of things and a bunch of names and just
Damn.
a lot of things that just shocked me coming from someone like, I don't understand we're in 8th grade, but it's still like someone that young would have those things in their head to say to someone. And like it shook me and created this like calm anger. I was just calm angry. Like I was angry enough that I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have sung at her any other day, but then I was like, my mother taught me better than that, you know. I'm not gonna stoop to her level and give her, because she seemed like the kind of person, if I did that, I'd give her every excuse to say that's why Mexicans are the way they are, you know, and stuff like that, and or say that that's true statements about people in general. So
That's a strong ass win.
I hope it doesn't mess with the audio that bad. I hope I can tweak it later.
Ooh, Border Patrol.
Anyways, so I calmly just, I don't know if I just made things worse in that situation, but in that time I felt this was the only direction that I could, so that things didn't happen in that bathroom, you know, like nobody got in trouble in the sense besides the person who was saying the things. So I was like, I shrugged my shoulders and she said, "Stupid Mexican learns me English." So she walked away. I went back to my table with my friends. I essentially told them everything and I explained to them what just happened, and I was angry, I was mad, you know. But the thing is though, that people need to understand is never throw shade back, especially the same way, you know what I'm saying, in the sense of like, I could have just started saying this is because of this race, you know, she's da-da-da and this is all, but I didn't, you know. Even at the age I was in 8th grade, I knew better than to do something like that. What time is it?
9:28.
Dude, 5